listening to the Mobcast Network.
Welcome to the Cult Movie Cantina. Woo!
Hello, welcome,
Hi.
yes.
This is a podcast that looks at some of your favorite cult films, adds an alcoholic beverage.
That's me.
Shows us someone who's not seen it. I think
Hello.
everyone in the room except me saw this one. Hadn't seen this one, right?
I had seen half of it, and then I wasn't going to finish it.
Spoiler alert. She did not care for it.
I watched it when you asked me to watch it.
Yeah. You're a good friend.
Yeah, like that, yeah.
And then we talked about it. This is going to be a fun discussion.
I had to double check which version we were watching.
I watched it, and then you asked about the version. I was like, oh, I don't care. Whatever one we watch is the one
I
that we
didn't
watched.
know that there were multiple
Well,
versions.
'cause
I
on-
didn't even look
when you
to
look
see
it
which
up,
one I
well,
watched.
when you go to the app, when you type in the movie, it shows both versions.
See,
when I go to
I
the
just-
app,
mine
it's just
just
right there
popped
on the
in,
home screen,
yeah.
so I just clicked
on my
it.
TV, I did my little thing. I said play Megan, and then it came up, and then I clicked on it, and it played. So.
Trust me, if it was a regular version, you didn't miss much. All right.
It was at the unrated.
So, I'm your Native American pop culture spirit guide, Scotty, and I'm joined by, as always,
Your Lady of Libations, Countess Stephanie von Frankenberry.
and
Justina, your jellicle jester.
she who knows no movies.
Admiral.
At your service.
At ease, good lad. At ease.
Got it this time.
I did. I did. I'm so nailed it. We're also joined by our producer, number 2.
Who
Hey,
does
everyone.
number 2 work for?
He works for
guys.
us. He works for us. You can listen to us on any fine podcast app. In fact, you're probably listening to us on a fine podcast app now. If you do, please subscribe and like. It helps us out. We're also on Facebook at facebook.com/Cult Movie Cantina. You can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/Mopcast Network. And we're on the TikTok at Mopcast. I remembered all of those things.
That's
Well
awesome.
done.
And so this week we looked at the 2023 movie.
It's 2022.
It is 2023. The domestic release was January 6th, which was Insurrection Day.
I'm pretty sure I saw on IMDb it was 2022.
2022.
So-
The limited release was in December.
so LA
the wide, the
you
wide,
sneaky bitches.
the wide release is so
Yeah.
that's why it's not eligible for all the Oscars where it should have won.
Clearly.
Clearly, it should have won all the.
Yeah.
Like next year, it's going to dominate.
You know, when I play Bunko, there's a Biggest Loser winner.
Yeah.
Like the Oscar should have a Biggest Loser winner. Is what I'm
Last
saying.
year's Biggest Loser.
Look,
would
that
have
dog should have gotten an Oscar.
He's all about this dog. We saw M3GAN from 2023. My notes just went dark.
I'm sorry for distracting.
Directed by Gerard Johnstone, written by Kayla Cooper and our friend James Wan, who did *Malignant*.
Oh, God.
So things are starting to click
Yeah.
together.
It all makes sense, right? This is
I had no idea.
he did this kind of during his hiatus between.
Yeah.
Like he wrote the treatment for this and *Malignant* kind of at the same time.
Which makes a lot of
Malignant
sense.
was better.
You know what? I kind of think these are equally fun.
Yeah.
So, maybe *Malignant's scarier. I'll give you that. This is not
I feel
scary
like
at all.
Malignant had a better story.
I could barely get through *Malignant*. I hated it.
Oh, we are divisive on *Malignant*. I liked *Malignant*.
I thought it was just too weird.
It is very weird. Stars Allison Williams as Gemma, right?
Gemma.
I just watched
Gemma.
it again last night. Violet.
You watch it again?
Well, yeah, I watched it in January.
Well,
and
you got to have it fresh.
No. Shut it down.
It's got to be fresh in the brain.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Violet McGraw as Katie. How do you spell Katie?
Cady.
I've never heard of that spelling.
I never
before.
heard of that spelling
It's
before
Katie,
either,
not
but-
Katie.
I thought it was
Well,
Katie the whole time.
wait.
Yeah.
No, there is a spelling like that because isn't that also
I thought
how
that
it's
was
spelled
Caddy.
in Mean Girls?
Hell,
It's Katie,
Oh.
but it could be short for things like cadence or,
Yeah.
you know.
Because in Mean Girls, that's also
who
the
names their
spelling
child
for Katie.
Cadence?
They would
People
be.
do.
People do.
People
weird
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Candace? No, that would be Candy.
hmm
Oh.
I mean, who names their children Anakin?
Yeah.
I'm
We-
just
Going
saying.
to last episode.
Last week you find out. Ronnie Chang as David. Megan's played by two people. Amy Donald is Megan the body, and Jenna Davis is Megan the voice.
Oh, weird.
Well, yeah, that makes
Brian Jordan Alvarez is Cole. Man, my screensaver's like, no, you're not going to read this. Or read faster. Jen Van Epps as Tess. Stephanie Garneau Montan as Kurt. Or Stephen Garneau Montan as Kurt. And Lori Dungy as Celia. And there was that, I didn't get who was the sociologist or the social worker. I didn't get her. So there's somebody we missed. All right, fun facts.
Yeah, so I went to do fun facts from 1922 because the movie was 2022
Right.
online. But I've already done fun facts from 1922 because we watched a movie from 2022 last year. I don't remember what it was. I know you're going to ask. I was like, Sky's going to be like, do you remember which movie that was? No, I don't. But I do know that I was halfway through my fun facts and was like, these are all very familiar.
Wasn't it Malignant?
Did we do Malignant on air or did we do did we just talk about it?
No, I think we did it on air because I think I came and said that I watched it and it was weird and you're like, we'll do it on air.
I want to say we
think.
did it on air.
Oh, I got the list here. You
All
keep
I
talking.
know is that I was halfway through this list and I was like, I already knew that Gummy Bears came out in 1922, but why would I know that?
Wasn't our 2022 movie from
Oh, Clerks
3? Yeah.
Clerks 3.
Oh, Clerks 3.
So that I had to scratch that. So I am kind of doing this. We're just going to play it by episode.
Sure.
I have this game called Glom that I actually got from a con here
I've heard of. I've
at
heard of it.
G&G. It's a local. I'm gonna say a locally.
Yeah, it's local. Yeah, it's
local would be the best word.
Yeah,
for that.
there was a local person who created it. It's an actor game.
Anyway,
we are actors.
so
We are.
there are 3 cards.
You have
There's
been in movies.
I
Expression
have.
cards, intensity cards, and cue cards. So what we're gonna do is each one of you. I just threw that. It's fine. That we don't need it.
Fuck this game.
Each one of you is going to get an expression card and an intensity card. So there's a level of intensity that you deliver your line.
I'm going to have to put
And
my
then
glasses on.
There are expressions. So there's happy, sad, angry, amused. I'm going to give you all an expressions chart. And your cues are going to be lines that M3GAN has said in the movie. And so you have to read them based on what the card is that you draw.
I love this game.
So I'm going to deal these out. One moment, I'll be back. Okay, we got those 3.
Oh.
I'm just going to give them both to... Oops.
She's dealing out cards for those who are listening on the podcast.
All right, and then I have 3 of these for each of you as well.
Ooh, I'm excited.
I am too.
There's a couple of lines I'm hoping I get.
I actually have more than 3 of these for each of you. Math is hard.
We need to put that on t-shirts. Reading is hard and math is hard.
So I'm just going to give you extra ones of these so you can just draw from your own stack is what I'm going to do since I have them. Because some of our better lines might be in here. I don't want to leave those out. One of those things that you put your fingers
I mean,
on
I
that
feel
makes-
like we should just randomly draw them, like not go through them.
Well, I have to give them to you guys because he's over there.
Yeah, I meant like.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. So we're definitely going to do
white one.
3 each.
Oh, am I having
Yeah.
to play too?
I'm not playing. I'm not playing. I'm the judge.
I didn't know if you were just
All right.
in between those.
So, if you happen to don't look at your cue cards. Actually, try not to look at any of your cards unless you
Okay.
already have.
I haven't looked at the
Because
cards.
I would like you to do a blind pull.
Got
Oh,
it.
I should have gave you one of these
Um,
too. So that you guys can be aware. Here are the different expressions that are possible. Caleb, let me get this to you too.
Oh.
So the goal of the game is that once the person reads it, we have to guess the expression and the intensity that the line had to be delivered in. And keep in mind, these are all quotes from M3GAN
M3GAN.
from the movie. So you will be delivering one of her lines.
Jesus
So you will
Christ.
do a blind pull of intensity, a
Justina,
blind
we love
pull
you.
of
This is great.
expression, and then a blind pull of the cue.
Okay.
So we're going to go by age. So Caleb, you have to go first.
Oh, the non-actor. Got it.
It's fine.
Okay, so how am I pulling these again?
Just randomly, you pull
Pull.
1 green, 1 yellow, 1 white.
I did not know they were green yellow.
It's like a
Yellow,
neon
green.
I thought they were
highlighter
both
color.
yellow.
Yeah.
All right, and then don't tell us. You look them
Scotty's
over.
colorblind for those who
Hold on.
don't remember.
I'm making sure I randomly pull.
Well done. So you just look over your intensity, look over your expression, read your cue card, and if you need to read it while you do it, that's fine. But you have to deliver it with the other two, and we have to guess. The intensity goes from 1 to 5,
Okay.
so everybody knows.
So did you have to type the line cards then? Cause
I wrote them.
Yeah.
I hand wrote them. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do. Like, I was outside doing yard work this morning, and I was like, I want to do something with this game. And I thought about it while I was doing
Oh, we're
yard
going to
work.
be playing this a lot this season.
Yeah.
I like this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. Now, when you're ready.
He's got to get in character. He's got to focus.
Yeah, especially since I'm a director, not an actor.
He's a method actor. He's going to live like M3GAN. He's going to dance funny and wear a dress.
I'm trying to figure out how to read these like that.
If you guys want to go ahead and pull your
Yeah, go
card,
ahead and yeah.
Oh, so we
so that you guys have them ready, you guys can start thinking about how you're going to deliver yours too.
One green, one yellow.
it's appropriate for me.
For the camera.
I'm going to
I'll let
prepare
the
myself.
camera. I'll let the camera know what my.
So everybody gets to know before us?
Yeah,
Lame.
that's my expression. That's the intensity.
All right, when you're ready, sir. All right, welcome to the studio today. I'm just going to have you read this cue, please. Just deliver it when you're ready.
No pressure.
Don't worry, Gemma. I'm tracked by GPS, so I won't get lost.
Okay. I'm going to go with either happy or victorious. And I'm going to guess that your intensity was a 3.
I will say he's surprised or excited, and his intensity was a 4.
I'm gonna say surprised and excited with intensity of a 3.
What you got, buddy?
The answer is victorious
Oh.
Because he was like, he had a fist.
No,
Oh.
I didn't see the fist.
I didn't see
with
the
a
fist.
level 2.
Okay.
You read that higher
yeah,
than 2.
Yeah, I probably am. Like I said, I'm not an actor. I don't do this. But, yeah.
All right, well, that was fun.
I guess it's my turn.
Yep.
Do you want me to help you? I can help you put your dress on.
And then I guess I'll have my other ones ready.
I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
method, but, it helps. Katie, seriously, flush the toilet.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
I
Oh.
want to go ahead and make a guess.
Go ahead.
I see frustrated at about probably
No,
Level-
at 11.
level 3.
Okay, well, I'm also going to say frustrated. But I'm going to say you were at a 4.
I was gonna say frustrated at 4.
I am smug at a 5.
Oh.
Wow. Your smug at a 5 comes across as a 4
4
frustration.
Yeah.
I think also the line. I think the
Yeah,
line
the
is,
line
Yeah.
is
is
a frustrating line. Because that's when she's really pissed off.
I didn't kill him. You did.
Okay. Oh, gosh. Okay, hold on.
Caleb starts with you.
Yeah, I get tired. Oh, the level though is where I'm stuck. I'd say a 2.
I'm going to say sad and a 1.
I will go with bored at a 3.
It was relieved at a 1.
Oh,
So I got the one right.
Yeah, it's really hard to say that line
Yeah.
at a one. At a one.
I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. I feel you.
But I felt the one. I
Yeah.
felt it.
All right.
All right, I guess we're back to me.
Yep.
All right, for the audience.
So we're only doing 2 of each of these?
Thought I gave you guys 3, but we can do 2.
Yeah, I got 2.
Would you guys prefer to do another one, or
I'm good.
we'll just do 2.
Two.
Here's my expression.
Oh, he gets to do that because he's got
Yeah.
the
Yeah, I
camera
got my
there.
own personal camera. Here's my intensity. Gemma, you are so exhausting. I can do it again if you need.
Please? Yeah.
Yes,
Actually.
yeah.
Gemma, you are so exhausting.
Okay. Well, you're love struck out of 2.
Awestruck at a 3.
Yeah, I'm going to say awestruck at a 2.
Love struck out of 5. I was trying to go higher, but I
I got you. So I got love struck though.
yeah. Y'all are gonna make me become an actor, I guess.
You're welcome. I'm ready.
You made her cry.
I'm going to say secretive 1.
Secretive 1.
Secretive 2.
3. I put motions in it. I did the acting moves.
I play.
We both
I
like
tried,
1.
Yeah, I tried to play.
I'm better than that, guys.
I did Price is Right rules. I managed to go closest without going
over.
for.
Okay. You need to learn some manners, Brandon.
Do you want to fuck Brandon?
That's a yeah.
It's like a Grease.
She's like,
type of
I'm gonna
line.
take off my panties for the Grand Brand.
Okay, that was flirtatious.
Yep.
I'm gonna say a 3 or a 4.
You gotta pick.
I know. I'm thinking. I'm gonna say 4. I'm gonna go with 4.
Okay, I'll go with the same, but I'm thinking 4 also. Yeah.
I'm going different. I'll go surprised, excited at a 2.
The level was 4, but it was awestruck.
Awestruck.
Okay.
Awestruck.
Yeah.
Awestruck. Yes, this game is now a permanent addition to
Yeah,
this show.
I love this game.
This game is great. I
It's
may
the
just
first time I've played it.
I
in
may
any
just
way.
be like, and now we're gonna play.
Drama glom.
Hell, we may be doing this in other.
I just want to drink and play this.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, I want to buy this.
It was. I don't know who had it. It was at the con. One of the ones I had here. It's been a minute though, because we had a table when I was here next to John.
My other lines were, "What do you think was going to happen?" I know, insane. I wish I should pull that one. I didn't want you to see this.
Oh my God, you ungrateful little bitch.
Oh, that's a good one.
I've got, this is the part where you run. Will I die? I've been asking myself the same question.
Will I die? You ask that a lot.
And you're afraid.
My last one was, I thought we were having a conversation.
Don't worry, Katie. I won't let anything harm you ever again.
So those were our fun facts.
Those were fun.
That
times.
was fantastic.
We may have to change the name of the segment to Fun Something. Normally I would have a sermon here, but guys, I have been busy, so I didn't write one. I just want to talk about this movie.
Does it even need one? Let's be
Look,
honest.
I can sum her up real quick. A little girl's parents die. She goes to her aunt,
Who's a toy maker.
who is an engineer who makes toys.
Robotic toys.
Yeah, robotic toys.
Yeah.
Who their biggest hit is a Furby thing that poops.
Yeah, like it
Which
starts
I-
off with an ad for it, which is
Which
great.
I was horribly terrified of. I was like, I don't know if I can do the rest of this movie. And I got through it.
Proud of you, buddy.
Thank
Proud of
you, because I don't do poop.
I know.
She also has a Terminator she's working on that's 4 foot
Yeah.
tall.
He was my absolute. Oh no.
What was
You're
his name?
talking
Bruce.
It was Bruce. Yeah.
I love Bruce.
Oh no, I'm talking
About,
about.
he just said 4 foot tall. That's what I backed
No,
it
no,
up. Bruce is
Megan's
tall.
a Terminator,
Megan.
right? Megan's a
Yeah.
Terminator, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
'cause-
yeah.
She's a 4-foot Terminator.
Yeah,
I was
because they were
thinking about
already
Bruce.
working on a version of Megan.
Her face melted off.
And
Yeah.
so Katie, the daughter, goes to live with her aunt, Gemma, and Gemma gives her Megan because Gemma has no time to parent.
Well, she doesn't know how to.
Doesn't even let.
Doesn't
her-
think she wants to.
Doesn't even let Katie play with her toys because
They're
are
not
collectibles.
toys. They're collectibles. Act like both of
yeah.
y'all wouldn't act the exact same way.
No. I can definitively say I'm not the same way because I open my toys because toys are not meant to stay in their box.
Uncle Sky's toys stay in package.
There
It's
you
got to
go.
be like, I love you. I'll give you the world. Not that.
With the exception of the cool ones that get to be out of
Right.
package.
Yeah,
to
so
be-
There's some cool ones. We got some cool display because hot toys need to be like they don't
Yeah.
look good in a box. Hot toys look.
I mean,
look good in a
I just never like. For me, when
See,
I
look, red
get
face.
Oh, I see him.
yeah, for me, I just can't like. If I'm getting a toy, it's for me to keep anyways, not to resell. I understand why because you sell toys, that makes sense. But for me, I
So I
get them so I don't resell them. So
No
I
one's asked you to
open them.
defend yourself. We understand. Not a big deal.
Yeah.
Um.
Oh no, trust me. I know it's a
So,
topic.
long story short, Megan bonds with Katie, and the flaw of this movie is that Gemma said she wanted her to protect her, and boy does she.
Yeah, she went the Ultron route. Of,
Yeah, there
I'm
are-
protecting my.
There are deaths involved.
She didn't really set the correct parameters.
At all.
Well, there are no
For
parental settings. That's immediately one of the things that they're like, you didn't set parental settings on this toy.
Well, she was basically in a hurry to get this toy out there, so.
Yeah.
Actually, she really didn't make the toy for Katie. She made the toy the toy is already in production. She wanted to use Katie as a demo to see how well the toy worked.
well, I get the feeling that
and
the
Well,
so she could be
the
mass
toy wasn't
produced.
it wasn't in production yet. They had just the prototype.
Right, but they're trying to get it in
In production,
production, so
right,
they
right,
were
right.
But
trying to use
she'd already
Katie
thought
as,
of it. Katie didn't inspire her to make it. She had
Yeah.
already been making
Right,
it.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
She
But I
was just
think-
going to use Katie as like, oh look, this is my niece who
She's
loves
struggling.
this toy.
So then
Yeah.
what, I think the Bruce scene, though, makes it clear that there's certain parts of the toy that didn't exist until Katie inspired her, though.
Yeah, I think because she reworks Megan and introduces her in the next scene after that.
Yeah.
So yeah, because they do that. Let's build Megan scene, rebuild Megan scene
Yeah.
with the
With the
team,
With
with
a
the same parts,
montage.
with the same parts as Bruce.
and so she gets Bruce to help, which is interesting. Bruce is another robot. The robot she bailed in college.
Yeah,
Bruce is the best. He's the only reason I enjoyed this movie at all.
Bruce is awesome.
Again, there are some deaths. The neighbor's dog, the neighbor, and then right before
a
the
child with no ear.
Yeah, Brandon.
there's a Brandon, poor Brandon.
I don't know.
He was a bully.
Brandon,
I don't know if he deserved to die, but he did definitely He did deserve to get beat up.
I have questions about that scene.
I
too.
was not upset.
I was not either.
I'm not
Which I
gonna
think is
lie.
kind of a problem with me.
Me too. It's like a little shit.
I was like, well, one less.
Well, that mom who was like, "Oh, he's just a free spirit."
yeah, like fuck off, Holly or whatever.
Yeah.
My child says those words to me. I don't think they see the sun anymore, right? That
Oh, somebody's gonna get spanked or beat or slapped or pushed off a cliff with
Or,
missing
yeah.
ear.
Yeah.
It just
you
depends
both
on who
have
you're
kids. I mean,
asking.
you know,
Yeah.
Your child says that to you in an open setting. Oh, we just leave and like
Yeah.
we may never see.
we're going home right
Yeah,
now.
it's like
You
we
would've seen
can't be
me-
seen by these families ever again.
You would have seen me leap over that table that I was sitting behind and climb up my child and knock the shit out of him, is what would have happened. And I am not ashamed to say
that
it.
boy didn't have fear of his mama. You gotta have a little fear as a
Yeah.
child of your parent. You gotta
Yeah.
let a little fear in there. That's how you learn, guys.
That's it.
They're parenting with love. That's what they're doing.
Wow.
I had to
no,
be.
that's not parenting with love.
I
That's
had
just
to be
ignoring.
scary. I had big kids,
Right.
so I had to like be scary.
Yeah.
And so there were more deaths at the before the unveiling, and that because Megan is trying to get back to Katie,
Mm-hmm.
and her solution is to lobotomize Gemma, and which I thought was creative because they're like, you know, she's like, you fine, you'll kill me, and she'll just go to her grandparents. It's like, yeah, but you know, you also taught me with palliative care, so like,
Yeah.
you'll be a vegetable, we'll be a family.
Except that still doesn't work because she would still probably go to the grandparents.
I don't think they would ever let them. No, if Megan got Katie on her side before that, I think no one would know. No one would know.
She thought she did. There was a level of trust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was in Bruce. Ha, bitch.
So thoughts.
I don't know if I should be ashamed of this, but I really enjoyed this movie, and I will watch it again. I'll probably make my husband watch it.
It's fun.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. This was a fun movie. I giggled in so many places.
Yeah.
I laughed my ass off.
This
the whole
is
damn
not a horror movie. I don't know why it should be classified as such. And as far as the unrated rating, I didn't see anything in it that would have. I mean, even the violence to
I
me
don't
Well, I
wasn't
mean,
that
also
violent.
Yeah.
unrated though also does not just mean that it's worse. It just means they just didn't go through the MPAA. That's all it means.
Well, I understand, but I'm just saying I don't. I've seen worse on TV shows.
Yeah.
Well, I saw this in theaters probably a week after it came out, and first of all, laughed our asses off because it is not. What I love about it is the movie doesn't take itself seriously.
No, it
at
knows
all.
what it is.
It's fun.
It exactly knows what it is. It knows it's dumb. And but I didn't when I rewatched it for the podcast, I didn't notice anything different. And I was looking for a couple of things and I'll mention in our in the grapevine section that there's some stuff, but they didn't show up in this one. So, Justina.
Oh, I didn't like it. We started it and we had to stop it. Like we were watching it and we had to stop it for something. I don't know what happened. And it was like, oh, we're going to watch that again. I was like, I don't really care to finish it. And I don't typically do that. And then you were like, oh, don't forget we're watching M3GAN. And I was like, I really did have this moment of like, we have to finish that movie. I don't know, because it was dumb. I didn't enjoy it. Because it was just like the way her lines were stupid.
See it. That's
And I get that like that's what people enjoy from it. But to me, it's just like,
I expected
know.
it to be stupid,
Me too.
so I
Yeah.
went in. This is going to be a wild ride. Let's
Well,
enjoy
and then at the end, she died like 5 times. Like she kept dying. They're like, "Oh, she's dead," and then she's back. Oh, she's dead, and then
Just
she's
like the
back.
Terminator.
Oh,
The
she's dead,
Terminator.
and then she's back.
it. Just like a Terminator.
so
That's just the horror film genre, though.
Yeah,
right?
but
like the I'm not really dead killer thing.
and spoiler
is-
alert, she's not really dead. There's a
Yeah.
sequel coming.
Yeah, 2.0.
Because it's made a lot of money.
That's what happened. Is like we were watching it right, and it's at the end, and then the little Elsie
Yeah, Elsie
turns on. I was
her
like,
Alexa.
"Son of a bitch!" I seriously was like, "Gosh darn it!" And then it turned. I was like, "Of course it did. Of course it did."
I was
That's smart though.
So I was half expecting Kurt. So Kurt, the guy that's emailing the files, I was like half expecting this to be like some sort of Jurassic Park situation where they're like, "Oh, this could be for the military," which would be a hilarious twist.
Could be the sequel, because the sequel
Yeah, it's called 2.0.
2.0, so which is of course it's M3GAN 2.0.
M3GAN. Sounds
Not
so
Maffor-
Scottish.
not Maf-
M3GAN.
It should be Maforgan.
of Clan M3GAN.
It should be Maforgan. But I would love to see like them go like the route of like Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, where it's like, oh, now we're sending it to the military because
Guys, this could be how Terminator started. They're going to
Oh,
rewrite
Jesus.
Terminator
To
now.
make her cute. Make her,
what are we on? Terminator 7 at this point?
No.
Terminator 8?
Scotty's thinking. He's
That's
going
a
to
minute.
7. The next one would be 7. Dark
Okay.
Fate was 6.
Hey, I was right.
I had to go through them all.
I saw you.
it's like do do do.
Yeah, because there's the original trilogy, then you get the prequel, and then yeah.
So I have lots of parenting questions, but
I
first
don't think anything parenting can be gleaned from that movie.
so my first question is, how terrible at motherhood is Gemma, and do you think she'll ever get the hang of it?
I think that I'm not even going to say she's a terrible mother because she's not a mother.
Right.
She's somebody who is into her science. She didn't want to be a parent. That is not, she didn't ask to be a parent.
No.
I think that she loves her niece, and I think after everything that's happened, she has learned some valuable lessons on parenting. So I think that she will be a better parent.
Do you think she loves her niece?
Yes.
I think she likes her niece.
No. I think she loves her niece, but maybe doesn't like her niece.
I think
Yes.
I think she likes her niece, and I think like if she never saw her, like if her her sister lived far away, I guess. Like if she never saw her, like if she saw her niece once every couple of years, she'd be okay with that.
But I think that's love.
I think she-
like
I think
she
loves
loves
her
her
niece,
niece, which
but
is why
doesn't
she's
like-
willing to do that. But she's not. So for me,
I think. Oh, go ahead.
I would say for me, like Jennifer didn't want kids, right?
Right.
So then there's that whole. I don't think Gemma parented poorly at all because she's not.
And you gave her 3.
But I mean, but think about like somebody drops a kid on you, you're like, you have to be a parent.
Yeah.
I think you would have done the exact same thing she did, where it's like, oh, like, hey, like we don't, because you're trying to figure out, like they're in your house and you're like, whoa, no one's ever in my space. Like we don't touch that, but you
Yeah.
don't know what to do, but you're trying. And so then to her, because what she knows is engineering, she goes, I'm going to try to find some way to give you comfort.
Right.
So she's trying, like she's going out of her way
Yeah.
in ways that I don't think everybody would
I've
have.
never resonated with the character so much in my life when I saw Gemma. Like this is me.
Right.
Like if someone, if someone.
If your son
No,
son found you,
if someone irresponsibly made sure that I was a guardian of a child and then suddenly, they died and I get their child, first of all, don't ever do that. I don't know what I.
Right.
So all of the people reaching out to Scotty about
Yeah.
parenthood,
Yeah.
this is what you have
I
for
mean,
you.
y'all know me, right?
But-
Like,
right.
I would.
Yes.
First of all, I'd call y'all, be like, "There's a child here. I don't know what to do with it."
Sorry,
I mean, I
sorry
don't-
now for Scotty's lost
I don't
child
mean to
that's
be-
been emailing us.
This is not even. This is going to sound a lot worse than what it is. But if I had young children, I would not want you babysitting my kids.
I'm 100%.
I mean,
I let him babysit my young children. It was fine. They play with lightsabers.
Yeah.
oh, well,
Mackenzie and I
that's
do.
fun.
Yeah.
I would be
But he lived
worried
with
about
us.
like
I think
if they had an
babysitting's fine, but,
accident
like,
or something. How would Scotty handle
How would
that?
I never even thought about that. I think Mackenzie was potty
She
trained.
was.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
was. She was.
So she was like fully potty trained when
Right.
Scotty
See,
had.
that's what I would.
But
be
if someone
worried
was
about
young
it.
enough, I don't know that I would either.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like
Because that kid
little
would
kids.
sit and shit for like 3 hours.
I know.
No, because I'm a human being and I'm not a terrible human being.
So you'd be like, go outside, there's a hose.
So no, you laugh.
Oh, you can do that?
My father,
is that an option?
when Jack was, it was either Jack or Parrish. God, I can't even remember which one, but one of them was still in diapers, and like a toddler age, and walking, or maybe not. Maybe they were in diapers, and pooped
Yeah.
while I was gone. And my dad was babysitting, and he definitely took that child outside and hosed it off. Is what he did.
Yeah, it's a thing.
That's how he
responsibly.
handled that.
You just have to clean the shit, Scotty.
Yeah.
Nobody tells you how is the accurate way, as long as it's not on the child.
Right. I mean, I
To
get it. I
create
get it.
yeah, you don't want
rashes.
rashes. Yeah.
Luckily we live in an age of masks. I would just mask up and like glove up and be
You
like,
know
let's do
it's
this.
Funny, it's funny. It's funny. It's funny you say that.
let's do this.
So it's funny you say that because as a child, I've been told the stories about my dad when he would change my diapers. He would put on a little bandana, and he was the diaper bandit whenever he would have to change diapers.
I would
That's
be
hilarious.
down with it to like,
And moms just handled it.
Because
We just
someone's
handle
got to.
because it's in
Yeah.
your DNA. There's
We
something.
just do that.
They just figure that shit out. Guys are like, I don't know.
I will say now, of course, I didn't have little kids with my current husband, but I will say that my ex-husband did change diapers often.
I mean,
I
look,
didn't have to worry.
if
I mean,
I
he
had a
was very
kid-
helpful.
if-
I never had to worry about that either.
Like if I had a small human being in my care, I would
Figure it out.
figure it out.
Yeah.
In the best terms.
In the
figure
best
it
terms,
out.
I'd figure it out.
We already know you would have a nanny. You've already discussed Consuela.
Yeah, Consuelo would definitely happen.
Consuela, number 2? Yes, it's another number 2.
No, Consuela dos.
Dose again.
I mean, we joke, but Scotty would definitely have a nanny.
Well, I mean, look, I have real issues with like pooping. I like even when I do it,
Yeah,
like
gag
I'm
reflex.
well, not even like gag reflex. Like it's a whole.
It's a process.
It's a like I need therapy for it, but I'm afraid to even talk about it, and so I don't want to. Like,
They're going to open up a whole other area.
Right,
You didn't
and I
even
don't-
know was a problem.
But like I remember, look, when you're little, you don't care. I
Right.
mean, I remember being little on the toilet talking to myself and my imaginary friends and stuff. But there was a point when I stopped doing that, and then I got real self-conscious about the whole thing. And so, yeah, it's a psychological barrier I have. So,
Okay then.
It's a thing.
So I think she did well though.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
she was a bad parent.
Because I think she, like you said, she does love her. It's a situation of it's
I think she
thrust
likes
upon.
her.
I think it's thrust upon her, so she has to figure it out because she did not expect this situation. Nobody did because it's this crazy accident.
Towards the end, like when they were supposed to debut M3GAN before she knew M3GAN was running amok, I mean,
There's a heartfelt
Katie,
moment.
yeah, Katie was very, very upset, and she skips the whole presentation to take care of Katie.
She basically risks her
When-
job.
By then it had already murdered a child.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is,
She did
is
say
like,
to solve the problem, which is unlike her.
She, she wanted to, that's love, giving up something you want to do something for someone else.
Mm-hmm.
See, but I don't think she wanted to do it because, again, by then they knew the algorithm, like M3GAN had erased its video files and all the evidence of it being a murderer.
I do think though that that conversation though with Katie cements it though at the end. I think that cements it, and it's definitely a situation of I can't think of the words I'm thinking of.
Okay, now you might be real.
I'm in there. Ooh. Socials.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. So I think the bigger issue isn't that she didn't want it debuted, is there was a problem with M3GAN
Yeah.
and she didn't get to stay and fix it.
Sure.
And she's an engineer. So it's still something she needed to solve that problem, and she was risking her job because she wasn't answering what's
Yeah.
his nuts' calls either, because she realized
David.
it was more important
To take Katie home and
to be with Katie.
yeah.
True story.
Because if it was just about fixing M3GAN, she would have just went back to the lab.
I don't know.
Are we about to play with her Tamagotchi?
I think-
Listen to
I
us,
think
Scotty. We are parents. We know these things.
Right, I'm trying to, but I'm like,
You would have done it too,
the
Scotty.
cynic in me is like, this is just her CYA. I'll just take the child with me in case, I wasn't there when M3GAN kills everybody.
No.
Yeah.
No.
My next question is about the social worker. Is the social worker trying to set them up because, she ambushes her, which they do. That's how they do. She just got the kid, and they're like, why doesn't she have toys and stuff? And
Yeah, that's
No, I thought that was a little low.
yeah.
It's like, she just got here.
Yeah.
I also
Yesterday.
I like when she uncomfortably opened the toy, and then
She
had-
rolls the ball.
and she's
She's like, we don't do that. That's not how you play with
That's
that.
not what it's for.
it's like then the social worker's like, well, let Katie lead, and I'm like, get the fuck out of my house.
I'm gonna have to ask you both to leave right now. Okay,
Just take her. I don't.
let me put this back in
I
the
just
box.
like her. I just take her.
You know she was supposed to go with her grandparents? That's not what I was told.
The social worker just made it seem like she was trying to set her up the whole damn
Yeah.
time. And even lowball, well, her grandparents want her.
Oh, jeez.
And it's like, it was crazy. But yeah, this. Oh, or Jim was like, oh well, it rolls, but it also does other things.
I think on a note, I think that's also another point towards Gemma caring, because if she didn't, she would have just let her go with the grandparents.
True story.
Get it out of the way.
Again, I didn't say she hated her. I think she likes her.
She
but
loves her. She doesn't
I don't
like
think
her.
she loves her.
Well, if she just likes her, once again, why would I want somebody I don't love in my house?
She loves her.
I think she's on the spectrum, and this is obligation, to be honestly.
I actually do feel
Like
that
Jim's
she's on the spectrum as well.
Jim's on the spectrum, right?
Yeah.
And so
Oh, that's interesting.
I think she is.
Yeah.
It just
There's definitely some.
there's some organization there that made me question and some design aesthetics of her house especially. I was like, because she's an engineer, she's very organized, and so it's just it's real interesting. I thought
I don't think it's on purpose, but
No, but
there's
it-
definitely some
I mean,
signs
I'd
there.
throw her on the spectrum if I was a doctor.
Not a doctor.
Here, go
Not
on.
a doctor.
Not a doctor. Not a doctor.
Wrong production team.
Or a babysitter. I'm not good at
Yeah.
either one.
Are we about to play with the Tamagotchis?
Well, I was gonna do libations.
I would like
to
do that
At some
first.
point. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
do libations.
Okay.
And then we can play with the Tamagotchi. I'm gonna go ahead and just open mine.
No, I'll open my Tamagotchi too.
So I told you guys last time we got together that I have so much liquor in my house. I am no longer buying liquor for this, that
Correct.
I will be coming up with drinks based on what I have at the house until it's gone.
Mhm.
Right.
Because I have stuff that I have bought
Challenge
for this
accepted.
show, that I have never touched again since the show.
Mhm.
So, but you guys are in luck. I brought 2 good things, so this will be
Oh.
a good drink. You never know how it's going to go, guys.
Oh, I have one more point about Megan I want to bring
Oh,
up while
yes.
you're doing this. So, Katie's going to her grandparents anyway because there's no way Gemma's not going to jail, right?
Oh, I thought about that too. Because they
Yeah.
got done and it ended. I was like, she goes to jail,
Right,
right?
Yeah, because
Like,
it's
who
like,
is in trouble for all the deaths?
right.
well, yeah, because the company's not going to take the fall. So,
Like you designed the killer robot girl,
yeah.
and
Yeah,
I'm super
because the
excited about this.
company won't take the fall. They'll let Gemma take it.
Tamagotchi.
I like the neighbor too, and her dog. What was the dog's name?
Dewey.
Dewey.
Dewey. Dewey did nothing wrong.
Dewey did everything wrong.
No. Dewey's owner did not train Dewey properly.
Dewey was the main problem in this whole movie. If Dewey wasn't in it, there would be no plot.
Well, that is, yeah, because he
I was-
bites the,
I was definitely joking, but we can roll with it if you would like.
well, because he bites I think that bite messed with some wiring, because they showed the wiring get all fried when he does that.
That bite did nothing to that robot. That robot was just evil.
Trying to find the line where she's talking about Dewey.
Dewey!
Oh, here's
Okay.
M3GAN.
We have Screwball, and we have one of my new favorite, Shanky's Whip.
I don't know what that is, but I love everything you've just pulled out.
Oh, I'm not done.
Oh my gosh. Is that a whiskey?
Oh, whiskey.
Oh my god.
Yes, it's a whiskey.
Oh, whiskey.
It's a whiskey.
Cool whip. Whiskey.
So we are doing.
Oh, real quick. My favorite line in the whole damn thing is when the neighbor asks, "Where's Dewey?" and she says, "He's 35 feet southwest and apparently 5 feet deep."
That's where that whiskey's about to be.
You word.
All right, guys, we're doing an ounce of the Screwball and an ounce of the Shakey's Whip.
Are we doing Apocrypha as we're getting our drink?
Actually, there's really not any apocrypha.
I'm so excited about this beverage. Y'all have no idea.
I think our viewers can tell because they can see your excitement. Now our listeners.
What
they
are you
cannot.
calling
They-
this?
I'm calling
Amazing.
this. I did have a name for it. What did I call? Robot grease.
That's how I
Robot
feel every day. I need that in my life.
Because it's all gonna be black.
And it's got caffeine. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
I thought you'd enjoy this.
We should have done this at the beginning.
If
Go ahead and
for
pull it
for
out.
our audio listeners, like you are smiling like from
I'm
ear to
super
ear.
excited.
I'm loving it. Oh, that is black. It looks like Coke.
It's a like cold brew coffee.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a cold brew. Yeah.
All right. So you have an ounce of the Shakey's Whip, an ounce of the Screwball. And you finish it with cold brew.
Well, thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Also, it's very important that if you're going to do this, get the unsweetened because there's a lot of sugar in this.
Yeah, I was about to say
Shanky's
there's
Whip.
already some. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's robot grease.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, we can just leave all that stuff out.
Yep.
I will.
Oh my gosh.
You're welcome.
This is amazing.
You're welcome. See, I'm gonna like start with the good stuff, And when I run out of the good stuff, y'all are
Just
gonna
every
Yeah,
now and again,
eventually-
while you have good stuff, just throw something like random in it.
Eventually, we're gonna go back to like
We're gonna have all liqueurs.
No,
well,
you're gonna go back to
We're gonna
the
get
you
the
know
Mario-
sour apple
the
something
the
something.
Mario mushroom, like that.
We're gonna have
Yeah.
witch's brew for
Oh, that
everything.
Damn.
We just have hunch
kombucha
punch.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm waiting to make another
Oh my
hunch punch.
gosh. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, so before we get started on our Tamagotchis, so I just want to say Jennifer opened hers. Okay, so I need to tell you the story that we've experienced. So Jennifer opened her Tamagotchi because she was like, I just want to go ahead and do it because I don't know when she'll come back. In fairness, you know. So she did it, and the Tamagotchi made it, I believe, 6 or 7 days before it died.
Oh God.
And then it just randomly died. Just randomly. All right. So then we went through all the kids. So Callie had it next. It made it 3 days.
Oh God.
Penny had it next. It made it 3 days. Mickey had it next. It made it 6 days. So then it was my turn. I was like, oh, I'm going to win because
I've taken care of you three for.
I made it 14 days. But here's the thing. You could only play one game with it, and it was the dumbest game I have ever experienced in my life. Because you have to, when they're unhappy, you make them happy, and you can play a game or you can give them snacks. So I just always gave them snacks because I hated the game.
Uh-huh.
And Jennifer was like, why is your Tamagotchi 92 ounces? And I was like, what's wrong with that? So they die really easily if they get over 80.
Oh God.
So then I had to put him on a diet. So every time he was unhappy, I played the stupid game with him.
I didn't know that they could get chunky.
Yeah, if you give them snacks, the snacks
Kinda
make them
want a
chunky. So there's a meal and there's snacks. The meal will help the hunger. The snack will never help the hunger, but the snack will make their happy hearts go up.
Okay.
Or you can play games with them.
Okay.
But if they get too big, they can randomly die from being obese. So then I had to put him on a diet. He did make it 14 days before he died. So I did win.
Okay.
But what I'm excited about is I hadn't looked at this one. It says on here there are 3 mini games. 3 mini games. I have 3 games to choose from on this one.
I haven't even looked
I
at
am
mine. As
so
far
excited.
I have 2 games.
Yep.
All of that is better than 1, and it was the dumbest game ever. It was ball. You play ball with it.
Hold on. Where do you see where you have?
Oh, I got. Or
We got the Jark.
I can unlock 7 games.
You can unlock games?
Hold on. I don't know if I have that many games.
Well, do you just have the one?
Where does it say where you have games?
It's in the instructions.
Oh, you might just have the one.
You're
You're gonna probably play ball with them, which means you have to
okay.
guess which way they're looking.
That's fine. I mean, I picked mine based on the way it looked. I like the color. It has flames on it.
No, it's badass. I just saw this and I got super excited. So I haven't played with the Tamagotchi in a while because this was a couple weeks
Yeah.
ago.
I've
okay?
never played with one.
So what I'm saying is
Well, these are your robot pets.
I'm super excited. So what happens, to walk y'all through it, when you
Yes.
pull the tab,
Uh-huh.
you have to give it a couple of minutes to be born. But in order for that to get initiated, once we pull the tab, you have to set the time.
Yep.
Okay.
So everybody ready?
1, 2, 3.
All right.
All right. I think
How do you set the time? My little egg is hatching.
the left is for the hour and the
Mhm.
middle is for the minute, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, I just set mine to 12 o'clock.
You might want to change it because it'll be awake during the night. And
Well,
it'll
I
be
don't know how to
busy.
change it. It
Shoot.
just
You have to
it's-
reset
Yeah, I
it. There's a
gotta
reset
reset.
on the back. There you go. Just hold the reset button in. There's also a way to mute it, in case you don't want it to be so annoying. I'm super excited.
Those
man.
are all. I guess that's the. All right. So if I
have to
reset it like
reset
3.
mine.
How do you know if it's AM or PM?
You just keep hitting it. It should
wait.
change from AM to PM.
All right.
How do you go back? No, shit. I didn't do mine right. How do you reset it?
There's a button on the back. Here's my pin. Every time I had to reset one, I had to do it twice. Getting the hour right was a pain in the ass. The middle button's like okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So you hit OK.
Yeah,
and then
okay,
you
I
go back
figured
to
it out.
left.
All right,
Yeah.
all right, all right.
I had that issue too. I'm looking at the instructions.
I'm old. I don't understand technology. I know what my mother feels like now.
Oh, I didn't have to wait for mine to be born. He just showed up.
We're getting the.
It's Woody.
We're getting the whole opening crawl, man.
So this is like because it's a character one. It's different. All right. So what do we got? All right. Set the clock.
Shit.
Pull to start. Okay.
You're gonna do right by me. Long time ago, galaxy far over away.
Yeah.
Reset
And then
necessary.
R2 just shows up. Yeah.
3. Set the clock.
Star Wars. That's cute.
So what do I do now?
Please be careful not to make a mistake on AM and PM because it's gonna keep you up.
Yeah.
That's so funny. The friend Woody introduces you to depends on how you play with and take care of Woody. How to take care.
What time is it?
4:50
Yeah, 4:50.
local time. So now what? R2's just hanging out.
All right, now I have it.
Which button switch though?
And now he's dead.
Seriously?
No.
Oh my gosh, Scotty, that was like record time. I'm so
And
proud of you.
It's the South Park joke, and it's gone.
Dead. It's gone.
All right, I set my time. My egg is dancing. Is it just gonna like sit here and wiggle?
Yeah, what do I do now?
So yours has to be born.
Okay.
Are you doing anything with yours yet, Caleb?
I'm trying to figure out what each thing does.
Yeah, mine has a collection of things, so I'm trying to figure out mine too. So let me see yours, Scotty.
Okay, he's charged.
Okay.
I'm petting him, I guess.
You have to wait.
Oh, I'm wiping him. He's clean.
I'm glad I have something that doesn't poop. I'd be like, you're on your own, kid.
It does poop. You have to clean it.
No, it's a robot.
He's got a robot. He's got R2D2.
Okay, R2D2 doesn't poop.
Okay, so I'm not for sure. I've got to figure out the menu on mine too. It's
Gonna play Dejark with
Well, I
him.
just have to wait for mine to hatch, I reckon.
I don't know how.
yeah, yours has to hatch.
All right, well, I'm going to pay attention to him if he screams.
Mine's on a motorcycle, but I don't know.
I have instructions, which I should have read beforehand, but I will read afterwards.
When we were kids, we didn't read those instructions. We just did this.
Well, that's true. We did. We did.
But now we're trying
Old.
to keep it alive.
It's like a... All right, ready for the grapevine?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Amy Donald, who performed all of Megan's body scenes. She's a kid, by the way. She did all the move for puppet. The puppet couldn't do, and she also performed all her own stunt work. So that's cool.
That is cool.
So the song that Megan's playing on the piano at the end of the movie, when she's confronting Gemma, is "Toy Soldiers" by Martika, which is I was obsessed with that song in 1988. It was one of the first things I bought at a Walmart in my life. Was the single of that?
Single?
You know singles.
I do know a
That's a
cassette.
thing? You're not just making a joke right now?
Nope,
Yeah,
it was a single
It was a cassette with one song on it.
on one side and another song on the other.
Oh, that's a thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
wow.
a single.
So we're supposed to
I
be
do not
knowing that.
remember what the backside of the B-side for Toy Soldiers single was because I never listened to it.
Didn't matter.
I just was like step by step, back and forth over and over. The Detonation uses a pan to track Megan's eye movement. That's the same. This is the way the scene's presented through Megan's POV. It's similar to the montage scene in.
Did you see this pen?
Yeah. It's similar to what they did in RoboCop. They do the same thing in RoboCop. So here's the thing I really want to talk about. So this movie was a hard R movie. This was a hard R horror film with
Yep.
a lot more deaths in it. And the trailer goes out, and they have the little funny dance that M3GAN does.
M3GAN.
And the kids all see it, and they start emulating it on TikTok. And Universal went, "Oh my God, we have to recut this movie so all the teenagers can see it." And so they made it PG-13, and it made a ton of money. Justina's really trying
I'm
to figure
so sorry.
trying to figure
I
out.
am.
My egg's not hatched yet.
It takes about 3 minutes.
Oh, okay.
My R2's just
R2's already going for me.
He's just chilling.
Yeah, these ones didn't have to be hatched. That one does. And then every time it dies and you reset it, or if you just reset it, you'll get a different Tamagotchi.
Oh, that's cool.
So one of ours was a snake. Mine had on a backwards hat, so I called him Thug Eric, and he's the one that lived to be 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Fuck Eric. Theric.
He was Theric.
It's like Derek, but with.
All right, so in the scene where M3GAN chases Brandon in the woods,
Yes.
she goes on all fours.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know why she does that?
Horse girl.
Horse girl.
She's a horse girl.
To make her go faster,
Like
because
a
she's a
wolf
robot.
to make her go to
Yeah.
fast.
Right.
Like a wolf.
But I'm joking because horse girls.
I gotta ask, what the fuck is a horse girl?
I know, you're really stuck on
It's
this.
a girl that likes horses a lot. You don't know that, like, you never grew up with a girl that was a horse girl.
No.
Caleb, I don't know what's happening in your life, but we need to speak to your
I'm
parents.
sorry. I don't know if he's speaking English. I don't know.
I've never known anybody to
So,
get
like-
on all
like they-
fours and pretend.
No,
they're-
no. But
Oh,
like,
it's hatched, right?
Yep. Hold on.
That's its call for attention.
Okay. So
You hit the A button, the one on the left,
this one
mm-hmm. and you're going to have menu options on the top and the bottom.
just has like a peanut on the bottom. Looking.
So that's its calling for attention. So hit the A button, and you'll see it cycle through the options.
Okay, so that's food. That is. What is that? What's the second one?
I'm trying to think. I don't remember the second one. But there's one that looks like a bat. That's the game.
Okay.
When it gets to the bottom, the first one on the left on the bottom is a duck. That's to clean it if it poops. And then the second one's like a book. If you click that, you can see how he's doing, and it'll tell you what he needs.
Okay, hold on. Let me get to the book.
Marchu seems like he's happy. I gave him some food.
5 ounces. I don't
yeah, mine hasn't
Keep
asked for
pushing the
food.
middle.
I just gave it to him anyway. I was like, "You're gonna eat."
How do you
No,
give them
no,
food? I know how to
no, no,
charge
no.
them and
Click
wipe
it
them and
again.
play games.
Hungry.
Yeah, so does he have 0 hearts for hunger and
He
0
has
hearts for
4.
happy?
He's got 4 hearts for hungry.
Are they full or empty?
They're empty.
Yeah, so he's going to need all those filled.
Oh.
So he's super hungry. Now, if he calls like that and he has all of his hunger hearts, all of his happy hearts, and he won't play a game, then you discipline him, which is the next option past the book.
Beat him.
So
beat
you
him.
have to discipline him if he calls for attention and he doesn't want anything because he's bad.
There, I gave him a meal.
So the meals will take the hunger, and then you can just give him a snack to help his happy for now if you want, because he's growing. It's fine. He's a grown boy.
Yeah.
But if he gets too big, he could die from obesity.
Okay.
I'm excited. Who do we feel like is
This
going to
is
have the
crazy.
thing that dies first?
Probably me.
I'm going with Scotty.
Just based on this conversation about this movie.
I'm going to go with Scotty, Caleb. I'm going to go with Caleb next. And then I think you're going to make it.
You think I'm gonna make it?
Yeah, but I don't know if you're going to beat me because I'm very competitive and I unfortunately already played with one. Although this one's completely different, so it's interesting. His games are better. I get to make him jump off a horse.
I'm still stuck on horse girl.
Yeah, I haven't
Okay,
moved past
so-
that. You
so
said it
it's-
like everybody knows.
Yes, it's a common thing. So it's a
Oh
girl.
no!
No,
Yes,
it's
it
not.
is. Yes, it fucking is.
No, he just dropped the F word first on horse girl.
Horse girl.
Okay, so it is a thing where it's a girl.
Oh,
who
I'm not
grew-
denying it's a thing, but I'm
it's
going to
so-
argue the fact that it's not a common
Yes,
thing.
so it's. You've watched Bob's Burgers. Tina's a horse girl.
I've watched a handful of episodes.
But how is she a horse girl?
It's a girl that really is a horse enthusiast and really enjoys
so horse enthusiast,
Is-
like an equestrian.
Yes. But
Okay.
like usually these girls have never actually ridden a horse.
So what does that
So
have
they-
to do with M3GAN?
So
well,
they
because it's
pretend
I was making a joke.
Oh,
Dude, you got to read the room. You got to know your audience.
I forgot that you all
we're
are-
elderly.
Most of us could have birthed you.
I mean,
I mean, that would be hard for me, but whatever. Science and all.
They can probably make it happen these days.
But there's a reason why she runs all on all fours.
Yeah.
It's because, so they're like Honda and stuff are working on real robots like this.
Of course they are.
Yeah.
and-
it's been for a while. Yeah.
And the problem is they can't get them to run bipedally fast.
Because it would be like,
Yeah, right. They
Yeah, 'cause
tumble over
they
and
trip and-
they
yeah.
trip and whatever. And so, but on all fours, they're really good. Archie wants something. What's he wants? Oh,
Mine is yet to want things. I don't know how to feed them and like without.
Okay, Caleb's is gonna die first.
No, it's just there's no. What's the option for feeding? Like without
I
him
don't
being
think-
hungry.
I don't think yours has an option for feeding because mine
But
only
Scotty said
has
he
like
did.
a touch or it has a like an activity.
Yeah, that's all I'm getting is the touch and activity. But Scotty said he fed his.
yeah. So the Doctor Who looking thing, that's a power source. That's how he eats.
No, that's
I
charging.
should have given you.
Yeah,
more
that's
ice,
food
I'm
for him.
sorry.
No, you're okay. Thank you.
Oh, I assume that's like okay. So then yeah,
He's
I
a
don't-
robot. That's what they eat.
Oh, mine wants something. Oh,
Uh-oh.
there's
What's
a
up with
robot on
Grievous?
it.
What's Grievous doing here?
Yeah, I don't know what Grievous was doing.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
I have somebody that just showed
Okay,
up
he
on mine. I have a
left.
robot on mine. Why do I have a robot? Well, he needs you.
I know.
Man, are these easy? Okay, first of all, are these this fucking needy? Because you know what? Mine's going to die before the end of the day. I'm just going to be like, reset.
It'll start over. Just let it die and it'll be dead. You're gonna be like, reset. It keeps coming back.
Life.
Okay, I see a robot. I don't understand why though.
Hey, he doesn't want that.
No, he's angry.
I'll give him that though.
Hi, Woody. What's going
Oh,
on with
shit.
you?
We wouldn't be good with M3GANs either. M3GANs.
Oh, he's good. My guy's good. He's just good. Woody and I are gonna be the best of friends.
Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I got to keep this thing alive. I don't know if I can. I got to beat Caleb at least so I can, like, boost your expectations of me as a father.
You're doing great.
How are you doing over there?
He's got, he's alive. I'm good.
Is that what you said about your newborn? It's just like
He's alive.
He's alive.
Well, that's the game.
What do I do?
You have to guess which way it's gonna look by the left or the middle button.
Left or middle?
Mm-hmm. The button all the way to the right is back.
I have no idea what I just did.
I just always hit the left button because every time I tried to guess, it pissed me off because I would continually get it wrong. So I just kept hitting the left button, and I would
It's
just
like 50-50
I would
shot.
eventually win.
M3GAN makes her plans that work are short-term but fall apart later, such as murdering Brandon. Does she murder Brandon? He just falls on his own, right?
Kind of fell on his own.
Yeah, Brandon. She straight up murders the neighbor, though.
Yeah, the neighbors. Yeah, that's murder.
Are planning to render Jim as a vegetable. She's functionally a child who's still learning, but she's incredibly intelligent. Jim provided her functionality with zero support or direction and just expected her to figure things out on her own. That's me as a parent. Good luck, little R2.
So Scotty, let's say you're an engineer, okay, and you just so happen to make.
My mother would be proud because they'd be making way more money.
Well, she's not in the situation. She's in Florida, and you don't live in Florida. You're in Washington. Okay?
Sure.
We're just hypothetically
I'm sure.
making up this whole scenario.
I got you.
Okay. And you get a niece that you have to raise,
Right.
and you're an engineer of toys.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a far-fetched
Sure.
hypothetical right
sure.
now. Okay?
I'm
Okay.
feeling it.
If you made a toy, like you were like, I have Mop. Mop is great. I think Mop could care for you.
Yes.
I'm gonna make Mop real. Okay. So then you give Mop to Katie.
Sure.
Or your niece
Sure.
of whatever name. Okay. If Mop was killing or removing obstacles that were a danger to Katie, would you try to stop it, or would you be like, well done, Mop, carry on?
All right. So first of all, you know the answer to this question.
I want to know. Say it.
Well done, Mop. Carry on. Because look, my niece is protected, and Mop is awesome.
And
So-
Dewey is now no longer pissing on your yard.
Right. He's 5 foot down where he deserves to be.
Like, she should have minded her business.
She should have
Yeah.
minded her nosy neighbor.
And David was annoying.
He was. David was annoying.
David was annoying.
Yeah.
I like that she totally just stabbed him with a paper cutter.
Do you know the taglines of this movie?
I do not.
Creepy doll.
Creepy doll. That's a good one. You want to guess one?
Oh, I have no idea.
There were two. Friendship has evolved.
Okay.
Nice.
And then the biggest one was she's more than a toy. She's family, which they actually used
Yeah.
in the movie.
Yep.
I did not catch how much this movie was made for. It probably can't be more than like $15 million. And most of that probably went in special effects, right?
Right.
Look, see if you can find out what the
Maybe.
the
Oh,
I'm already on.
Yeah,
Maybe 'cause they had
I'd
people-
Yeah, it was made for $12 million.
12 million. Its domestic release was $95 million to date.
Jesus.
Because it's still in theaters right
Well,
now.
It's
yeah.
made money.
Well, because it had a heavy advertising campaign. Like one of the big things they did was they started a Twitter feud with Chucky.
They did that?
Did they really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that because I don't know what we're talking about.
Chucky from.
No, I know Chucky, but what was the feat? Like, what did they do?
They just had a playful banter back and forth about being the better killer doll, essentially.
Okay. I think Chucky wins.
Worldwide, this movie did $172 million.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And counting.
And that is why Elsie is going to come back for revenge.
Yeah, that's why it's like.
Yeah, that's why we're getting 2.0.
That's why they're going to make so much money. I'm curious what like the sequel is going to be about. So, and I wonder if Jim and Katie are in it, or someone's got the software and just going to make a M3GAN.
Well, I think the toys line still went through.
Also, the cost of the doll was $10,000.
Yeah, there's no way that CEO was like, oh, we're not making this now.
Oh, that is interesting that they never followed up on that. Like, I get it. Like, the dude died, but it's like he had this huge live presentation.
Well, David wasn't even the man in charge. There's the actual CEO that backed up the toy that they
the-
did that
the
presentation
Elon Musk
for.
kind of guy.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, it's just, I didn't even think about the fact that they didn't follow up on that. They didn't even give you, like, a crash of the presentation.
We end the movie with.
Yeah, you saw nothing about it.
And that's not even talking about the other toy company that Kurt was selling the secrets to.
Right. I do. Before we get into like the opening weekends and the bar tab, I do want to talk about the dance scene, murder hallway wrong. So that dance is weird as all get out, but it seems very robotic, which I think it's fitting.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, they perform part of the ad campaign. They performed it in different places, like the same way they did Smile, where they had the people smiling like at the Today Show or the ball games and stuff. Just they had the girls dance, a bunch of girls dance at like the Today Show. They were the halftime show at the a Chargers game, and they've been in a lot of red carpets where it was just like 8 of these girls dressed like M3GAN and just dancing.
Creepy.
It was creepy. This also I didn't get to talk about this too. I wanted to talk about this. So. You may not know this. Caleb will probably, because he's kind of pulp culture
winning over there.
savvy. You over there will know this.
Yes.
So watching this movie, this reminded me of something, an old TV show.
Yes. Shit. My oh God, what was the name of that show where the doll, my best friend? What's the name of it?
Small Wonder.
Small Wonder. Thank you.
Oh.
Small
Have you ever
Wonder.
heard of Small Wonder?
No, but is that a small wonder?
I remember Small Wonder.
Caleb, do you know Small?
The name is familiar, but I don't remember the.
So Small Wonder was a Fox TV sitcom that was on syndication. It was actually Fox's first television sitcom.
Okay.
So before they had the Fox network,
I totally remember.
and they made it for syndication. So our at the time, I think we got it on Channel 15 down here before it became an NBC affiliate. But so the idea of the show is about an engineer who creates a doll, a robot child, that he brings home to, and the family tries to pass her off as their daughter.
What?
And so I have the theme song.
Oh God.
And the show intro. The little girl, the doll was named Vicky.
Well, I'm just gonna be picturing M3GAN.
M3GAN.
It's close.
I mean, it really is.
It is real close. Here we go. So, I'll push up Keith's creepy puppet. Kayla will just see it on the episode when I air it.
Yep.
So this is back when TV intros told you the whole plot. Crazy teacher lady. It's the wife.
That's not how you do that.
Fun fact, he lost all his money by the time he was in his 20s and ended up in a homeless shelter for a minute. She was everywhere in the 80s for a while. And this is Vicky, who apparently is also Magneto. She's living in Colorado. She's a nurse now.
Oh, that's awesome.
And the redhead is a acting teacher in Connecticut. So yeah, that was a show.
I remember that.
And I mentioned this before, but I have it. This is the halftime dance at the Chargers game. It's creepier without music. Like, this is some cult stuff, right?
How come there's no music?
I think it's playing on their head. They do I think this is on some guy's camera phone. Because you can hear it's a Taylor Swift song that they're doing this to. Yeah, it's creepy. Yeah, I don't. Let's say you had means, like you were somewhat wealthy, and the girls wanted a M3GAN.
Where's the cleanup?
That's the ducky. Keep hitting the button. It's the one right before the book.
Okay, got it.
My Archie hasn't said anything.
Yeah.
Oh, the original, the OG Tamagotchis are much more needy.
Yeah, they are.
I really feel like I chose poorly
So
for
you
my
got
own personal Tamagotchi.
So you got a special needs Tamagotchi.
I do.
It's gonna look. They just need extra love.
They do. Man, I just like the color.
Steph's gonna tomorrow morning. She's gonna be like, "Fuck this thing! This was, I'm trying to
But
kickbox."
the one Jennifer has is like that.
Yeah,
You can do it.
I can do it.
Are y'all ready to play bar trap?
Be in the middle of work and be like, hold
Yeah.
on, skip round 8. I gotta clean up some doo-doo.
Yeah, no.
Oh, not me. That's when it dies. I just.
Well, thankfully yours doesn't doo-doo.
No, it's just hungry. Needs to.
And you clean it. There's a
Clean,
cleaning. It gets
yeah.
it gets dirty. You have to clean your droid.
And then it wants to play either Dejaric or firefighting.
Let's see. All right, back to.
You two have the same one.
Yeah.
Different colors, so.
All right. So it opened January 6th, 2023 domestically. Insurrection Day. Or we're just taking a tour of the Capitol Day. Depending on which news cycle you watch.
Yeah.
There are 5 movies in the top 5. That's how top 5s work.
Yeah.
Where did M3GAN fall?
I'm gonna say 2.
In December?
January 6th.
Oh, January 6th?
Yep.
I'm going to say 1. Let me see what else is. No. Yes.
So
What?
2, 1.
I mean, it's done well, and it's only March. So
Yeah.
I'm going to say 1.
Caleb was right. It opened at number 2.
What was number 1?
Do you want to go from top to bottom or bottom to up?
Bottom up.
Bottom up.
Bottom up. I just want. Sometimes you may want to switch it up. Number 5 is an Oscar-nominated film.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
No.
The
The
Whale.
Whale.
No, I'm not finished with the conversation. That's also a Marvel
Short
movie.
round.
Oh, that'd be Black Panther,
Yeah,
Wakanda
Black
Forever.
Yes.
Yep.
Number 4 is a small Tom Hanks film that is on Apple.
Oh, I want to watch. Is it the
This
guy
one?
with the neighbor?
He's the one where he's an old man.
Yes.
And he's a neighbor, and the
Yes.
neighbor moves in. I want to watch that.
It's
What is it
Mr.
called?
something.
What is it
I don't
called? I
know.
forgot.
I don't know.
Caleb?
I don't know the name of it. But
A
I'm-
Man Called Otto.
There you go.
I've been
That's
watching
it.
that.
Yeah.
It's on Apple.
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't have that.
Number 3 is
I don't
a
want that.
spin-off animated sequel. Also Oscar nominated.
Animated sequel?
Yeah, it's an animated sequel. It's a spin-off series.
Alvin and the Chipmunks.
No,
Barbie.
Pandora 2, The Way of the Water.
not animated.
Anim-
They
Oh.
wouldn't.
Although it feels like
I thought
it.
it was.
No, it's not classified as an animated film. I think it totally should be, but
Okay.
but it's not.
Oh,
Okay.
I feel like I should know.
More
but I
hints.
It is the series it's a franchise of was big in the early 2000s.
Oh, that does nothing for me.
Don't. Oh. Puss in Boots.
The Last Wish. Puss
Yep.
in Boots. Last
Which
Wish.
it-
Puss and Boots.
Which I heard it's really good.
It's on
my
Peacock.
list.
It's on
Yeah.
Peacock. It's on my
God
list.
damn it.
I can't wait to the text messages we get from Stephanie during the course of this.
Yeah.
Number 2, of course, was M3GAN. I keep calling him Megan because of Key and Peele.
Yeah.
Number 1 movie of the week.
Oh, no hints.
The
Probably-
Whale. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
It's probably going to be the biggest movie of the year.
Oh.
Came out a few weeks earlier, and it's been dominating. It's still in the top, probably still in the top 3 right now.
Not The Whale?
No, not the whale, but there's a whale in it.
Is it Avatar?
Yes, Avatar: Way of the
Avatar.
Water.
Yeah.
All right, box office to date. There are 5 movies in the top 5. That's how top 5 works.
Yeah.
M3GAN is a part of this list, which rarely happens
Well,
for
I'm-
us.
I mean,
Wow.
the year's still going. So
Number
that makes
3.
sense.
Number 3.
And so, where does M3GAN fall? So she says 3.
I'm leaning towards 3 as well because it's
Caleb
making
says
money.
3.
It's making money.
I'm going to say 2.
It is number 5.
Oh wow.
It has made money, but it hasn't made the money these other films made.
Okay.
So number 4 is the third of the series.
Third of the series.
Number 4 is a third of a series.
It would be it's a directorial debut of this director.
Creed.
Yes.
Creed
Oh,
3.
yeah.
Creed 3.
Because Michael B. Jordan's first directorial.
Oh, he directed it?
Yeah.
I'm excited to see it. I want to know what they do without Sylvester Stallone.
Which that was not either Michael B. Jordan's or Sylvester's fault because they like each other. It's a
What do you mean fault? I just want to
yeah, no,
saying that.
yeah, no. There's a whole drama behind why Sylvester's not in this one.
I'm surprised he's not because he really kind of like I just recently watched the first 2 and liked them, but Rocky's a big part of
He's a big part,
They're-
but he's
they're-
old and he's got to pass the torch, I think.
Yeah.
I think the best thing that they could do, and of course I haven't seen the movie, so
Yeah.
I don't know, but is, Rocky's cancer come back and he dies.
Yeah, they both want him to be part of the franchise. It has to do with one of the producers that does not like Sylvester.
Oh well, that's dumb.
It is dumb.
Number 3 is a movie we've mentioned already, which was fun enough. Number 3 of the week,
Puss in Boots.
Puss in Boots: Last Wish.
Yeah, I'm not
Number
surprised.
2 is a Marvel movie.
Well, that would be Wakanda
but-
Forever.
It is not
It is
Wakanda.
not?
Oh, well then it'd be. What's the other one that's come out?
What other Marvel movies are out right now?
Oh, nope. I had it, but I lost it. That came out.
Is the third of this series too.
came out this year?
Yeah.
Is it Doctor Strange? Is there
No,
another one
no,
of
it
No,
didn't,
that
no.
came out last year.
Was it the
that?
Thor?
Shazam.
Nope.
Damn it.
No.
Are you making him happy? You have to finish the whole game. It's 5 rounds.
Oh, shit.
My.
Okay.
I feel
Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
Oh, duh.
And the number 1 movie of the year to date is
What?
Avatar: The Way of the
Yeah.
Water, which
I haven't even seen that yet.
I highly recommend it. I know you don't get to the theaters, but if you don't see it on the big screen, I'll be disappointed. You'll be disappointed.
Yeah.
Why
Are you
'Cause
talking about Avatar?
yeah.
Also,
I
that-
wanted to take Jennifer to go see that on like an IMAX. I want
Yeah.
to take her to Nexus.
Yeah. I would see IMAX before Nexus, but
Where's an IMAX?
Pensacola? I saw it in Pensacola.
She wanted to see it. I don't really care. I didn't see the first one.
I think you'll
I
enjoy
don't
it.
care.
I think you'll enjoy it.
But she wants to see it.
Yeah, I think
Happy
I know
wife,
she.
happy life.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think you both enjoy it. It's pretty.
You're
My-
pretty.
No. Mild spoiler, but Sigourney Weaver's in this movie,
Yep.
Okay.
and she's a child.
Yep.
And so what they
child?
she's a little girl and she's like 12 in it. And so what they did was they just mocapped her like they did everybody and just made her a child. And she just acted like a kid.
Oh wow.
I
Yeah,
saw
she-
that. I saw that. And I was like, oh, well, I know I've solved my what I do with a mop when she gets too old problem. I just right there. I was like, we're mocapping mop.
She's always
yeah.
a child.
Apparently, she went to an actual high school to study how to.
Oh, she is excellent. Like, I was disappointed she wasn't nominated. Like, she's that good at it. Because, A, she's Sigourney Weaver, but B, it's like, I've never seen her. She's like, okay, I'm 13. And I bought the whole time. She's a weird 13. She's like
Yeah.
that weird, strange gothy kid.
Yeah. You know what?
But who also happens to be like a blue monkey girl. Man, it's such a good movie.
I still need to see Cocaine Bear.
I haven't seen
I
them.
still need to see Cocaine, but
I haven't
we were all gonna go see it, but
Things happen. Life
things
happened.
happened. You know, I had a couple of deaths in the family. You were busy.
What is the day that you guys prefer to go?
I can pretty
Is
much.
it Tuesdays?
I can't go at all during the week
Yeah, she's.
because I have to be up at 4:30 in the morning.
I got up at 4:20. I feel you.
But I'm just saying, I
Yeah.
already
You're
have.
out
I like how
one.
she tops. She goes, "Oh, 4:30. I do
No,
4:20.
but
No, I mean, I get it. Like, it changes
I
your
get up at
dynamic.
4:10 and then go by and back to sleep."
I'm having a lot of sleep problems. I'm not sleeping, so I need to like.
Also, like,
Totally.
side note, your little pearls.
Uh-huh.
I like them. You're almost mo-capped yourself.
Oh, thank you.
We can make her a child.
There you go. So
How are you still liking your job?
I like my job a lot.
Good.
I love it. I love it. I'm having some pain issues that I'm gonna have to get through to make my job more enjoyable.
You might need to like invest in massages
Oh, I go once a month to get an adjustment and a massage.
because that might help too.
Yeah, I do that. So it's just one of those things.
How are you liking your job?
Yeah. I do
Oh,
like
I
it.
love my job. We busy.
I know you're busy.
We real busy.
I talked to your owner.
I open and shut that building every day.
I talked to
That's
your owner
awesome,
the other
We
day.
Yeah.
busy.
He was giving me all the dirt.
So what? I mean, like, what are your hours? Just
So
whenever?
technically, we have an open workflow, so I can work whenever.
Okay.
That doesn't like I can work whenever, but it's like so I act as I'm the bookkeeper. I do our accounting, like I run our payroll. I'm now the producer, so I get all the crew for everything. I put together the call sheets. I handle all of the contacts with
Yeah.
everything and set up the scheduling, and I do all the production management. So like I do multiple things throughout
Right.
the company. But we do have like an open workflow. So we don't technically do time off. Like if
Yeah.
I just wanted to not be there, I would just say, hey, I'm going to be out these days and make sure that somebody can cover.
Yeah.
But I just have so much that I need to get done that I
Yeah.
end up. It's a weird dynamic because I actually end up working more than I have before at other jobs, but happily. And I
Yeah.
choose to be there. Like everybody leaves and I have this moment of like, thank goodness now I can actually get extra stuff done.
Yeah.
And then I stay longer.
That's cool.
But I love my job.
Very cool.
Drew's one of my best friends.
Hmm?
We're about to have desk to desk. We're gonna be desk to desk buddies.
Ooh.
Hey.
Like our desks are gonna be like
I love Drew. Drew's good people.
Drew's good people.
I
They're all
talk-
good people.
I talked to him
He's a good guy.
Wednesday because I had seriously problems with The Mandalorian this
He
week.
told me about that because I was like, so I saw Scotty's post. Can you walk me through what's going on, please?
I haven't seen this one, so don't talk about it right now.
Not-
I'm caught up until
Just
this
not a fan.
of what they did.
I'm not a fan.
He did a good job of in 15 minutes or less explaining Star Wars to me
All
and the issues that you guys are having
All
with
I
what's
saw
happening.
was light, not Nazi light or light
Diet
not, whatever.
Nazis.
Diet
Yeah.
Nazis. That's
Well,
it.
I don't know who to root for: diet Nazis or a conservative religious cult, and that's not why I got into Star Wars to enjoy. And so I feel like my hands are full. And then Kayla goes, "Well, you don't have to like either." I'm like, "Then why am I watching the show?"
Right,
Because
right.
I.
Okay,
I'm
well,
not gonna
let's
say-
not
I'm
give
gonna say
anything
no,
away.
no,
Let's not give anything
no,
away.
Nope.
I just need to,
Nope.
As you see, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
However, the flip side, Picard. Mwah.
Yeah.
Man, that show is so good.
I'm gonna go and catch up when I get home tonight.
That's so good. The one you watched, so on the show, there's a captain who's been an asshole to like
everybody.
Well,
Picard and Seven
and Riker too,
and Riker,
and who are like they're the old school guys, and they've done all these adventures and stuff. So they're everyone else kind of regales them in like honor and like they've saved the galaxy a few times. They're top shit, right? This guy's like, these are fucking assholes and I hate them. And then you find out why, and he gives like this amazing.
So Picard is the one that's like, these are fucking assholes.
No.
This
new Captain Shaw.
Oh, that whole thing in the holodeck in the bar.
Yeah.
That I was so pissed off at him.
And so he gives this great speech in the bar.
I mean,
it was
a great acting moment. But I have never wanted to hit somebody so hard in my entire life.
The only person I ever saw make Picard look small. He dressed his ass down.
It bothered me because Picard has struggled with him being Locutus.
Absolutely.
He struggled with it. And here's this guy just shoving his nose in it. And it's like, oh, my God, I want to kill him.
Well, you get it, though.
I totally get it. But also, it's not Picard's fault he was fucking taken over by the Borg.
Yeah.
I mean, you know?
Right. And
so I was so angry.
40,000 dead is kind of hard to overlook.
I understand that. But that was not Picard at the time. It wasn't.
God, it's so like that speech he gives is so well acted. I know it's all a contest you don't understand, but
I'm
like,
just paying attention.
but like, and I don't want to get into it because this is not a Picard podcast, but like, the guy working with his hands though.
Oh yeah.
Just the handwork with it and just so natural.
It was fantastic.
It's just
but
like give this man an Emmy because there's nothing better. This is like, and he's been really like. And he's like my new favorite thing on the show. I'm like, I hope they don't kill him off. I'm just like, and girl, when you see it, the next episode, text me.
I will.
Cause
I'm gonna watch it tonight. I'll watch it tonight. It'll be so.
I'm
good.
mad I'm not doing a show about it. I'm like, but I just hated the other two seasons so much.
Could you not just do a show to make both of those things happy? Because I assume Picard is Star Trek.
Yes. Oh.
See, look at me. Watch out. Everybody step back.
He's the bald captain
Couldn't you
guy.
do the Star show and do both Star Wars and Star Trek?
Oh, we're not doing the Star Wars show anymore.
Yeah,
so
we're-
But I'm just saying, like, if you did that, you could talk about
I
either
would
Star
love
Wars
for you
or
and
Star
I
Trek.
to do a Star Trek show.
how do you want to do it?
I don't
The
know
Star
yet.
Show.
We just totally
And that way you can jump
there's
between
so
both.
much to talk about. Well, you and I we both love Deep Space Nine. We both love. I mean, we could really nerd out.
Would it be called
with
Trek On?
Trek on. I think there is a Trek on.
Oh. Been there, trekked that.
I like that one. That may be a good one.
I don't immediately.
I think you named our show.
I don't immediately see a Trek on, but yeah, that could work too. Yeah.
I kind of like been there, Trek that.
I'm about to make a podcast for work. It's called The Crafted Show.
Trekking,
nice.
trekking
Nice.
forward.
It's not Drew's. He can guest on it occasionally,
Yeah.
but he doesn't get to be on it. He just walked me. I produced a show that he did for the Reb, so I know all the things.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So now I can do my own.
I know.
Cool. Now you can produce our show.
I know
I
Drew
could.
wants to appear
I know
on
what
one.
that board is.
I know Drew wants to appear on one of the shows that I'm working on. So
What
we
show?
gotta have Drew
it's
back.
I'm working on a Highlander podcast,
Okay.
and that's one I know I want Stephanie on as
Oh,
well.
we still need to do like
I'm big on Highlander.
we still need to do Highlander to the quickening.
Yeah.
Why does this little bastard want to keep eating?
So
Let me see him.
funny enough, Seth has said so
Give
far.
me the baby.
Funny enough, Seth has said so far
feeding
2 is his
him.
favorite, but that's
And he
because
keeps
it's just so
wanting to be
balls to the
hungry.
walls insane that like that's his favorite so far.
So when you check his stuff, you
Yeah.
have to fill all his hearts,
Oh.
or he's gonna keep yelling at you. So
Oh,
he only
okay.
has one heart of happy. You want them always filled.
Oh shit. Okay.
So you
Oh,
need
you have
to
a
need to
need-
feed him
So it's kinda
one
like
more meal.
It's kind of like Sims. You got to just get those needs filled.
Yeah, we're doing it. Shut your face.
All right.
If you hold, do you want me to turn the sound off?
Oh, that's no, because then I won't hear
So
it
if
when
you
he needs
ever
it.
want it, you
Yeah,
just
I'll
hold both
forget
the
him.
buttons on the outside,
Yeah.
and it'll turn it off and it'll turn it back
That's
on.
fine. I'm just afraid if I turn the sound off,
He needs happiness. So either
Okay.
play the game or give him a snack. You can give him snacks for now.
giving him a snack.
Give him 3 snacks, because he has 3 empty hearts.
You're a really good Tamagotchi mom.
Thank you.
I made it 2 weeks
What killed your Tamagotchi?
because I left him in the car. Because
got
I
too
got
hot
to the
for
point
it.
where I was like, I won at 9 days, right? Because Jennifer had at 7. So then at 9 days, I was like, I'm just over it, but it's not in my nature to just quit.
See, that's me as a
So I
parent.
just kept going. And I honestly, like, he was in, I had him in my hand. So when I put everything in the car, he got put in the back seat. And I, like, halfway through the day was like, oh, shit. And I went to my car and he was dead. And I was like, oh, he died. Because I left him in the car.
That happens a lot.
Yeah, I know. It's a very relevant thing. So
Don't
not
leave him in
to
the car.
poke fun at anybody anywhere because it can happen, obviously.
I guess mine's happy. I can't tell where he's happy or not.
If you hit the far right button, it'll tell you their mood. That's what mine has said. Hit the far right button. What popped up?
Mine's just dancing.
Oh, then he's happy. He's good. So if you...
I feel like I'm a better parent for someone who won't let me watch their kids.
Where's the instructions? Do this to me.
It's
Give
crazy.
those two.
Let's wrap this up, people.
Yeah.
You should name your Fred,
I'm gonna name mine.
and you should ask why Fred,
Why Fred?
because he's special.
Special Fred.
I don't know what just happened, but I feel like you guys are terrible people.
I'm going to hell.
Okay, while you're going to hell, focus on me.
I can't. Because Special Fred's funny.
Caleb,
I got my instructions pulled
do you know what's happening right now? Do you know the special
We're
friend
so
thing?
canceled.
I kind of get it, but
Okay, am I the only one I'm not canceled? Because I don't know what the hell's going on right now.
We're being politically incorrect.
Named her child Fred because he's special.
No, I heard all that. No, I heard that.
As in Special Fred. And I'm tickled by that.
special friend, but remove the N.
Take the F off of and the R F off of Fred.
Just rhyme Fred with Ed.
Oh.
Special Fred.
I can't with y'all. I can't.
Yeah. See, I thought.
They're canceled.
Yeah.
We're both crying. That's what's great about it.
Meanwhile, Woody's doing great.
So is
I'll
my,
have to name
so,
him.
Archie's
He's just
doing great.
Woody.
So is R2.
Archie,
Okay, look. You see this little sign? If
Yeah.
you push that right button and that's happening,
Yeah.
he's hungry.
right?
Yep.
If you push it and that's happening, he's in a bad mood. If he's in a bad mood, you play with him. If he's hungry, you feed him.
Oh, see, I got 2 modes, baby.
There you go.
Wait.
I got 8. You gave me an easy baby.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I really wish I had researched Tamagotchis before I bought mine.
This
I
one's
literally-
cute.
I literally was like, okay, I'm gonna get Toy Story for
This is
Justina, and I'm
delightful.
gonna get Star Wars for you guys,
What?
and then I got Jennifer one because I like the colors, and I got this one because I like the colors, and I'm like, shit. Now I wish I had. I didn't.
Oh,
have-
this is gonna be real fun. Me carrying this at work. It's like, what? I've just got to keep it alive for the podcast.
Yeah.
It's on, bitches.
I'll take it to rehearsal and everything. I may do an Instagram with him.
Oh, did you already have your auditions?
Yes.
Oh, I missed him. Okay, carry on.
Oh, were you gonna? You
I was gonna come hang out. I
you-
forgot all about
you
it.
have
To
no
be quite honest,
time.
I have no. I have literally no
and it's
time.
literally like almost a state away.
Let me
is.
tell you guys something. My only downside about my job is I really miss theater. I want to do a
Yeah.
show so bad, and I rehearsals are so damn late usually.
They are.
It's like, oh, it's killing me. It's killing me.
I think I'm auditioning this summer.
For.
Midsummer Night's Dream.
Oh.
That's interesting.
I've never done Shakespeare.
I've done a lot of Shakespeare.
Where? Who's doing that?
98.
Okay.
So I
That
think
could
I'm
be
doing
fun.
that. But yeah, so I'm directing Harvey at Atmore, and
That looks really fascinating.
I've got most of my cast. I got a role that
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to fill. I think I've got a guy. I'll find out tomorrow. But our first read through is Thursday.
That's exciting.
Hey, listeners, if somebody would like to support me, just so I don't have to work and I can do theater, that would be great. I don't require a lot, literally. I just need enough money, put gas in my car, and I've got to get my hair done every 6 weeks. and an occasional nail appointment.
So you need a sugar daddy.
Well, I mean, and I have to pay my Mardi Gras dues because I told my husband I would pay that out of my own money. But other than that, that's all I need. Like, I don't need rent money. I don't need food money. I got that covered.
I got that. That sugar daddy's there.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna need this sugar daddy.
I
Shout
will.
out to Jamie.
Yeah, he takes good care of me. But I really, really, really miss theater. Really miss theater. And it's killing me.
Jamie, you need to work some extra shifts, buddy.
He does. Let me tell you, my husband, he works all the time. I am so, like, in awe of him.
He's a good dude.
He works, the heart cath lab. And when he's not working there, he picks up shifts just doing regular x-ray at the ER at Spring Hill Hospital. And he still referees soccer. And I have begged him to just, like, take it easy. You don't have to do all that. But he wants to do it. He's just like, he's just such a hard worker.
Sitting at home is not his thing anyway.
It's not. And here I am. I would like somebody to support me so I could do theater. That sounds terrible. I'm a
No.
terrible person.
No.
I just miss it. I miss
miss
having
it
that
too.
creative outlet. I don't have any creative outlets anymore.
Except this.
Well, this, and I love this, but I miss theater.
I got you.
I understand.
So
Fred needs you, Mama.
On that note, we need to go for
Yeah.
Frederick.
why is he snoozing? What's the Z mean?
That means he's sleeping.
Yeah.
So the second button is the light. I just remembered. So go to the second button.
Okay, middle button.
Yeah. So hit the left button until you get to the second option on the menu.
Oh, I see.
That's the light. Hit that in the mid. Now hit the middle to select it, and it'll turn the light off.
Oh, I can turn it off.
Yeah. So
Yep.
he can go to sleep.
Okay.
Now when he wakes up, he'll automatically turn it back on.
Will he sleep all night?
Because it's so early, I'm going to say no. It's probably because he's so young. He'll probably pop it back on. Usually mine went to bed about 10 o'clock.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, I was asleep way before that.
I was going to say, so he'll be okay if I'm sleeping, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He'll just wake up, and then when you wake up, he might have, like, poopies that you have to
you might
clean
have
up.
to take care of them, yeah.
All right.
I'm pretty sure that Steph's is going to die first.
Just because of
It's going to
how
need
needy-
something at 10,
It's-
and she's
it's
going to be
just-
like,
yeah.
I don't care.
It's just so needy.
I'm telling you, man. I'm going to have to get a babysitter.
But it's going to be one of those blessings. Like
My
that.
kids did that. They were like, they put
Hire
it
a
on the
nanny
bar.
for your Tamagotchi.
They put it on the bar, and they were like, Penny did it to me. She was like, can you watch Eric today? And I was like, kid, I have a shoot with 18, like, I have a shoot with 18 actors that I have to make sure that they're okay. I don't have time for that. What do? I had my vest on, and I was like, taking care of it on set.
You're a good mom.
It was alive when I got back. It's not my fault it died in 3 days. I took care of it when I was in charge. I was a grandma. That kid made me a grandma.
Well, my
real fast.
official name is Fred now. So.
All right, Frederick.
Well, Fred's going to be dead.
Drop
Dead Fred.
That's a movie. That is a movie.
I like
I
that
like
movie.
Drop Dead
That's
Fred.
one of my favorite movies. I went through I liked weird movies like Drop Dead Fred and People Under the Stairs and
Well, People on the Stairs we're doing this season, so we'll get to revisit that. This is Scotty saying this is our contribution to the multiverse. Go out and make yours!
Okay, goodbye.
Bye.